Alright, hi. I'm gonna do some Morrowind. So, don't have anybody in my stream right now, but hopefully some people will show up. I'm gonna do a VOD and put it on YouTube, so if you miss the start and you come in later, you'll be alright. I'm Lady Kelgana, and let's go ahead and get started. Each event is preceded by a prophecy. Without the hero, there is no event. Zert Arctis, the Under King. Waning years of the third era of Tamriel, prisoner born on a certain date to uncertain parents, was sent under guard without explanation to Morrowind, ignorant of the role they were to play in that nation's history. It's really loud. Sorry. Hopefully it's just the cutscenes.
They have taken you from the Imperial City's prison, first by carriage and now by boat. To the east, to Morrowind. Fear not, for I am watchful. You have been chosen.
Wake up. We're here. Why are you shaking? Are you okay? Wake up. Stand up. There you go. You were dreaming. What's your name?
Okay. Let's do... Nervisa.
Well, not even last night's storm could wake you. I heard them say we reached Morrowind. I'm sure they'll let us go. Quiet. Here comes the car.
This is where we can get off. Come with me.
Come with me. So this is modded too. This doesn't look this good.
Better do what they say.
Normally. It looks very, very, very 2002. But I got some mods running, so it'll be a little bit prettier.
Get yourself up on deck and let's keep this as civil as possible.
Alright, so I'm a prisoner. Or I was.
This is where they want you. Head down to the dock and I'll show you to the census office.
Lots of people haven't played Morrowind.
You finally arrived.
Played the others, the later ones, but they haven't played Morrowind. This is a really good one. So we're going to play a lady. I'm gonna give her... I'm gonna play a dark elf to be on theme. A Dunmer. I'm gonna do that haircut. I'm gonna do... Ooh, I like that face even better. I'll do that one. Cute. Alright. So, we're playing a dark elf. We get athletics, destruction. So athletics is basically like running, swimming. Yeah, it's running. Athletics skill trains conditions for running and swimming. Skilled athletes move short and long distances over land with speed and efficiency. They also swim swiftly underwater. And then there's destruction, which is one of the magic spell. That's the one that shoots all the fireballs and that kind of stuff. It's the destructive one. Yeah, destruction skill is the mastery of the spell effects of the College of Destruction. Their spells harm living and unliving things and include elemental damage, draining, damaging, vulnerability, and disintegration magical effects. Disintegration was something they had in the old ones. They can, like, you know, destroy your armor and weapons. We got light armor. Light armor will let you lets one move and defend while wearing lightweight, flexible armors like leather, boiled leather, fur, chitin, or chitin. I still say chitin to this day. It's like it's burned into my brain. I cannot not say chitin. Chitin and glass armor. To use any style of armor effectively, the wearer must be trained, conditioned, and skilled in its use. And we have Longblade. Longblade skill lets one use broadswords, sabers, long swords, claymores, katanas, and daikatanas respectively. Marksman. Ranged weapons like a short bow, longbow, crossbow, throwing star, throwing knife. Mysticism. One of the more useful colleges. Spells the college of a system shape and focus otherworldly forces to bind souls in gems, or teleport the caster's body, or manipulate the world with telekinesis, or absorb or reflect magical energies, or sense unseen objects at a distance. Short blade, which is daggers. So these are our bonuses we get from being a dark elf. So we get a good range. We kind of got a mostly combat and magic, but short blade and marksman are technically stealth skills, and so is light armor. So we got a good range. Dark elves are kind of the jack of all trades race in this game. So some of the other ones are more specialized, like Bretons are better at magic, as are high elves. Wood elves are stealthy, as are Khajiits. Red guards, Nords, orcs are all combat. Imperials are very speechcraft, charisma oriented, and Argonians are also kind of in the middle. I think they're more combat magic though than they are stealth. Anyway, we're playing a dark elf, so here we go.
Great. I'm sure you'll fit right in. Follow me up to the office and they'll...
There's a lot more skills in the old one too. Like there's like in Oblivion there's like blunt and blade. In this one there's two types of blade. There's axe, there's blunt weapon, there's spear, there's marksman, there's hand to hand. There's several others, I think. I might be missing one or two.
Ah, yes. We've been expecting you. You'll have to be recorded before you're officially released. There are a few ways we can do this, and the choice is yours.
So we're gonna do... So we can answer questions, which generates a class for us. This is good for first-time players to kind of get a class that, you know, fits their playstyle. But I know what I'm doing. I would normally... There's also, you can pick a class. These are like the classic Elder Scrolls classes here. I'm gonna make a modification to Assassin, because I don't necessarily like how Morrowind does it, but I'm gonna play a more assassin-y stealth type character. So we're gonna call ourselves an assassin. And we're gonna go stealth for our specialty. We're gonna pick agility and speed. So normally assassins are agility or speed and intelligence, which is, I don't like that. So we're going to do short blade. Let's see, what was it? It was short blade, acrobatics, acrobatics, light armor, sneak, and oh wait, no, sorry, it's marksman and short blade. Let's see, marksman, short blade, and then I think sneaks here. Yep, there we go. And we're gonna do long blade. I'm gonna keep that. We're gonna go security. That lets us lockpick. So we'll go into a little bit about what all these do. So our favorite attributes are agility and speed. Actually, let's go ahead and set everything up before we go that route. We're gonna do illusion, athletics, and alchemy, and that's kind of a altered assassin build. So normally assassins would be agility and or speed and intelligence. Intelligence gives you magicka, which I'm gonna be using illusion, but for the most part, if I'm gonna do magic, it's gonna be like enchanted items. I'm not gonna use a whole lot of spells. At least I might use some, but I'm gonna kind of like, I'm not gonna really go real deep into that route. The magic system in this game is really, really cool though, so I would definitely recommend, if you haven't played a mage character in Morrowind, to give it a shot because it's really cool. Anyway, so this I'm not sure what these specialties do. I think they make the skills grow a little faster. So if your stealth specialty, all your stealth skills will grow slightly faster. So your sneak, security, short blade, all that stuff will level up a little bit quicker. I think that's how that works. I may be wrong on that. Anyway, so intelligence gives you more magic, which we don't care about. So we went agility, speed. Agility is your chance to hit and dodge, so it's really important, especially for an assassin. I don't know why they gave him agility, but they didn't. because we'll be, assassins are combat characters, even though they're not, combat specialty. They are not avoidance. They don't avoid trouble. They run right into it. So they are definitely going to want some agility. And then speed basically determines how fast you move. I usually, when I'm playing this not on a stream, I'll cheat and make my speed 100 because it makes the game so much more playable. I might do that on the stream. In fact, I don't know. We'll see. But I might start out with a higher speed anyway. In fact, I might pick the steed just to kind of, because that's kind of the convenience birth sign. We'll pick birth signs in a minute. But usually I'll cheat my speed up really high so I don't have to like be so slow in the early game. Because it doesn't, I mean, it affects short blade, so it might be cheesing it a little bit. I think short blade gets better with speed, so it probably won't. We'll just probably do it legitimately with the steed burst sign. But yeah, so though security also uses intelligence, so that was probably why they gave assassin intelligence, is because it's security, but still agility is better for so many reasons. Alright, so skills: short blade, daggers, acrobatics is like jumping. So if we have a high acrobatics skill, we take less fall damage and we jump higher. So we can like leap on top of buildings and stuff, and it's really high. It's a really neat skill. It's not in the later ones. I don't know if it's, I can't remember if it's Oblivion or not. I don't think it is. I think it's just athletics in Oblivion. But acrobatics is a lot of fun. Light armor, we already looked at that. Marksman, shooting stuff. We know how marksman works. Sneaking, sneaking's a little bit janky in this game. I'm gonna play a sneaky character, but it's pretty janky. We'll see how we do. Long blade is big swords. That's like, well, not it's medium and big swords, so like long swords and up essentially. Security is breaking into locks and traps, basically lockpick skill. Illusion's really cool. Illusion uses personality, which is the charisma attribute, and it basically lets you go invisible. It lets you like charm people. It lets you silence. It lets you do all kinds of like, dark, shadowy, thiefy stuff. So we like that. We're gonna do that magic skill. Athletics, we've already looked at that. Swimming and running. And then alchemy is really useful. RP wise, we're just, it's for making poisons, but you don't really make poisons in Morrowind. It doesn't work like it does in Oblivion. You can't really coat your weapon with poisons like you could in that one, but you can make some cool potions that are really useful. So alchemy is pretty good. So that's going to be our build. I'm not going to bother with the description. We know what assassin is, so we're going to hit OK and get started.
Very good. The letter that preceded you mentioned you were born under a certain sign. And what would that be?
So we are born, so we'll look at these. This is how, this is the first game that had star signs. So Daggerfall did this a little differently. I don't know if anybody's played Daggerfall or not, but Daggerfall lets you do like special like traits and stuff for your class, which differentiated them. In this one it doesn't do that. You just do, excuse me, goodness. You just do burst signs, and they're in Oblivion as well. So anybody who's played the later Elder Scrolls knows how these work. So there's the Apprentice, which gives us a lot more magicka, 1.5, 150% more magicka, but a weakness to magicka. So that's a good mage one. The Atronach is basically the old sorcerer from Daggerfall. Sorcerers in Daggerfall could not regain magicka. They had stunted magicka, and the only way they can get it back were potions and absorb magicka spell. So they got an ability. They can get a spell absorption ability, which is really nice. So they want to get hit by spells. This is the Atronach. The fortify magicka 200%. So but stunted magicka. So this is a really you read a lot of magic, but you can't get it back. You have to like use alternate means to get your magic back. You just get it back from resting. You have to actually, burn resources to get it back. There's the Lady, which gives us personality, which is our charisma, and endurance, which is our health, which is really useful. There's the Lord, it gives a weakness to fire, which is awful. And then you give it a restore health ability. I don't like the Lord. The Lord is really bad. It's a really bad ability. And my phone is going off. We're going to turn my phone off so we don't get distracted by that all night. Off. I don't need to be contacted right now. Thank you. So the Lover is Fortify Agility, and you get a Lover's Kiss power, which is decent. It gets basically drains all your fatigue you have to paralyze something for a whole minute, which is honestly pretty gnarly. That's pretty good. Like a whole minute being paralyzed is a lot of time in a single combat. That's basically a free win, as long as they don't resist it. I don't know if they can resist powers or not. I'm pretty sure they can, but I'm not sure. Then there's the Mage, which is the safe option for wizards. You don't get any weaknesses, no stunt, but you only get 50% more than you normally would. Then there's the Ritual, which is the clericy one, the priesty one. You can turn undead, and then you can restore your health. So it's like a if you wanted to role play the crusading cleric, you take the Ritual. Then there's the Serpent, which you can poison people by using your own health. So basically, it's another one that's kind of crap. You know, it's not a very good one, especially since you only use it once a day. It's the power. Basically, hurt the enemy by hurting yourself. There's better spells. You don't need to be worrying about that. No, this is bad, and we don't like this. The Shadow, which gives you invisibility for 60 seconds once a day. That's really nice. That's a really good for thief characters. This is one we'll probably take, which is the Steed. It gives you the speed, which is super convenient early game. Like, it's speed. Having early game speed makes the game much more tolerable, because you're really slow at the beginning if you don't have a lot of speed. The Thief is the other one that's really good. And the Warrior. All of these here are all really good. The Thief gives you Sanctuary. So Sanctuary basically is 10 points, constant effect. You always have this on. It never goes away. And it just basically makes you harder to hit by default. It's really nice. There's the Tower, which lets you detect things, animals, enchantments, and keys, and lets you open locks 50 points, which is pretty good. That's a really good ability as well. And lastly, the Warrior, which is kind of the other side of the coin from the Thief with Fortify Attack. So this one makes you get hit less. This one makes you hit more. So you hit things more. This one you get hit less. But I think we're going to go with the Steed just for convenience sake, because we're doing a stream. And I don't want to cheat on the stream, so we're not going to do that. And yeah, we'll be a Charioteer, get our Fortify Speed 25 points.
Interesting. Now, before I stamp these papers, make sure this information is correct.
So it gives you a little time to review. So this is what our stats will look like. So we'll have 45 short blade, not bad to start. All of these are pretty good starting, except Sneak. Sneak could be a little better, but it's doable. Strength. So yeah, 85 speed. That's going to make it much easier to burn through the early game really fast. Agility's 50 and pretty okay. It could be better. Speed, yeah, speed and agility are both going to be good because we pumped a lot into that. Other one we're going to want to work on a lot is personality, because that makes people like us more and they get better prices in stores. It's easier to get things from people, you know, get them to do things for you. Personality is actually really useful in the old Morrowind game. And it's really, I have a mod that alters how speechcraft works. It makes it a lot easier to level it up. It basically, you know, takes away the tedium of it and makes it really easy to mess with. So that'll be pretty easy to level. And then, in fact, we'll probably get quite a few personality points in our first, because I'll probably try to get 10 points of the speechcraft every level up. So if you don't know in Elder Scrolls, the way you level up is you get 10 points in one of your major or minor skills. So 10 points total. So if you got like 5 in short blade and 3 in acrobatics and then 2 in light armor, that would be a level up. So you got 10 points in any of these skills. And depending on which skills you level, you'll get points for your attributes too. You can only put 3. So you want to be very, very careful about what you level when. So a lot of the early game, you're going to be wanting to use trainers and things to kind of min-max a bit. I usually like to level some miss skills too before I level up, just in case, especially if I've leveled everything in short blade. I'm only going to get speed if I do that. And everything else I'll only be able to put 1 in. That's kind of wasteful. So I would probably get like some speechcraft and put some personality, and maybe like level up, I don't know, go buy some points of medium armor because it'll be real cheap, and get some endurance or something. So that's the way we'll go with that. But so that's kind of the basics of Morrowind, where her health is awful, but we're a stealth character, so that's to be expected. Magicka's pretty awful too. Fatigue's really good, but that'll all change as we level up. So let's get going.
Show your papers to the captain when you exit to get your release fee.
Let's take our papers. We could go steal the limeware platter over here, but it's really nice, but I'm not going to bother with it. We're going to try and be RP. That's kind of an exploit to do that, so we're not going to do it. I'm going to make sure am I walking or am I... Oh yeah, I'm really fast. So this is still walking, I think. No, it's not. We're running. Yeah, we're running. We need to walk. Okay, that's much better. Silver candlestick, plate, Flynn. I'm skipping all these little text things. This is just tutorials. This stuff I've already explained. And just basic controls, just stuff y'all don't need to know. Not anything you care about. So we get some bread. I usually like to ransack this first room. It's always good to do. The Firmament. The Firmament's a cool book. I like always. It's hard to find too, so I always like to keep this copy. I don't sell it. Because I like to collect books in this game. We'll get a silverware, more silverware, get this. So lockpicking in this one is a little different. You have to equip the lockpick, and it's just a random chance whether you get it or not. I don't have the mini game. Those were brought in Oblivion. Oblivion did that, so we don't have any mini games in this one. Which honestly, I like the lockpicking mini game. I like Skyrim and Fallout's lockpicking mini game. I hate Oblivion's. I really don't like the mini games that they came up with for Oblivion. Most of them, they're just not. Ugh. I think they've refined them a little bit over the years, but the Oblivion ones were rough. I do not care for them at all. Sam I am. I do not like them. Sam I am. I do not like green eggs and ham. Let's get our little Fargoth's ring. Alright. Let's talk to Celis Gravius. Imperial dude. First, let me take your identification papers. Thank you. Word of your arrival only reached me yesterday. I am Celis Gravius. But my background is not important. I'm here to welcome you to Morrowind. Yes, you're in Morrowind. I don't know why you're here, why you were released from prison and shipped here, but your authorization comes directly from Emperor Uriel Septim the Seventh himself. And I don't need to know any more than that. When you leave this office, you are a free person. This is a little, you know, pre-progressive. So we'll say you're a free. We'll say you're a free man. That's what he says. We'll say it that way. You're a free man. But before you go, I have instructions on your duties. Instructions from the Emperor. So pay careful attention. Who's Uriel Septim? Yes, Uriel Septim is still the Emperor. According to my instructions, he personally authorized your release from the garrison. From prison, and your delivery here. It's all very mysterious, but that's the way the Empire works. Silence, secrecy. Let not the left hand know what the right is doing. The Empire. Yes, of course, this is the Empire. This is Vardenfell district of the province of Morrowind. Morrowind has been part of the Empire for over 400 years. The current Emperor is Uriel Septim, 24th of the Septim line. You haven't been in prison that long, have you? Nothing wrong with your head, is there? The men said you were acting a little strange when they brought you in from the ship. Alright, what are my duties? This package came with news of your arrival. You are to take it to Caius Cosades in the town of Balmora. Go to the South Wall Corner Club. and ask for Caius Cosades. They'll know where to find him. Serve him as you would serve the Emperor himself. I also have a letter for you, and a dispersal in your name. Right. What's the law in Morrowind? Theft, trespass, assault, foul murder, and contempt are serious crimes. Criminals pay compensation or serve sentences of punitive labor. If you commit a crime, turn yourself into any guard and pay your fine. If you don't have the gold, you'll have to do punitive labor. Take my word for it. You don't want to do punitive labor. Oh. And remember that in Morrowind, slavery is legal, and theft of damage to slaves will get you in trouble. Interesting. Slavery, that's terrible. Though there are some abolitionists who work against slavery through legal means, there are others, like the Twin Lambs, who subvert the law and help slaves escape their owners. It was to counteract such theft that the slave hunters were formed. So this is all part of a mod. This is part of the Twin Lamps mod. So the Twin Lamps is a guild that was in Morrowind, but it's kind of a secret guild. There wasn't a whole lot to it. And this mod kind of fleshes it out and lets you, choose your side. You can choose to side with the slave hunters or the abolitionists. So as the slave hunters are formed. The slave hunters are an organization you should be aware of while in Bardenfell. Their stated mission is to track down escaped or stolen slaves and return to their rightful owners. Yeah, well, I don't know about that. All right, Kai, or Celis Gravius, I think we're done here. Let's move on. Oh, hello. Fargoth. Are you the one they dropped off? Odd to see a boat arrive at this time of day. Hopefully Imperials treated you okay. I swear they took my ring. I swear one of the guards took it. I had it last week before their weekly Let's Shake Down Fargoth ritual. An engraved healing ring, my family heirloom of mine. You haven't seen it, have you? Should we be a good person? I mean, we're a thief, but we do have morals to some degree. No, we'll keep it. Yes, what do you want? Are you looking to get out of Satanine? I'll be happy to give you a little advice. New here, talk to the Silt Strider. Take the Silt Strider to Vivek or Balmora. Fast and cheap. No trouble with wild animals and smugglers and bandits and outlaws. Go see Darvarme Hilarin over at the Strider Port. Over the bridge and east along the water. And tell her Vodinius Nucius sent you. Right, that's me. If you decide to take the Silt Strider, tell Darvarme Hilarin I sent you. Darvarme. Cool. Alright, let's go to Ariel's trade house and talk to Alone the Scout. She has some directions for me. Alright, here's Ariel. Welcome to Ariel's trade house. I'm Ariel, publican and proprietor. Don't take what doesn't belong to you. You're a new face here, and if you want to buy from me, you'll have to barter. You want a little advice? Free to new customers, just ask. Would you like to hear about our most popular potions or our most popular scrolls? Let's get a little advice. If you need directions, talk to our local scout Elone. Or Elone. I think it's Elone. The Red Guard. She's here in the trade house somewhere. You might want to purchase Guide to Vardenfell. I think they still have a copy. I think I still have a copy for sale. What are the popular potions you have? Scratch my... Cure common disease and cure blight disease potions are most popular with travelers. Fortify strength, endurance, speed, agility, blah, 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 blah. Yep, alright, cool. We don't need to know any of that. Let's barter. Okay, so we're going to start trying to get our mercantile up little by little. Every time we change the price a little bit like that and get away with it, increases our mercantile skill. And our mercantile skill is going to be really, really low right now, so we'll want to level it up to some degree. That's too low. I'm not going to be able to barter for that. I know it for a fact. But we'll go ahead and sell it. And fork, same thing. Barter. We'll sell all of these. And let's try for 8. Nope. Okay. 7? Nope. Alright, well, we'll just do 6 then. Silverware Cup. We'll try it for 6. Really? Alright. Silverware Pitcher. 14. And 15? Can we do 15? Nope, just 14. Okay. Oh, okay, so you're being that person. Let's do this. So this is why Speechcraft is going to be easier. I can just sit there and do that. Yay, mods. Oop, I don't want to sell Qual Mags. I want to use those for potions. So we're going to do, let's try 20. See if I'll take 20 for it. You will. So Mercantile is now increased to 11. We got a point. Silverware Bowl. 15. Silverware Bowl. 15. Valin. We'll sell that for, see if we can get 70 for it. We can. Awesome. And Matzah. Or is it Mazd? Is it Maz? Most? Most, I think is how you say it. Most. That's really hard to pronounce. 7? Yes. And 7. Okay. We're going to keep the firmament. We're going to keep all our alchemical stuff. Keep our dagger and our healing ring. So, I need to buy... I'm not going to buy... Actually, I'm not going to buy anything yet. Well, actually, I take that back. I'm going to buy a Netch Leather Curious. Or that's Nordic Fur. Netch Leather Curious. Curious, however you say it. Curious, I think it is. And we'll get... Does he have any Netch Leather gloves? I don't think he does. Okay. And lockpicks, those are useful. Okay. Alright, that's good for now. Let's try to bring it down to 28. Awesome. Cool.
Welcome.
Oh, does he have boots?
If you
He
wish
usually
to
has
talk,
boots. No,
it is
that's
really
in the
not
dungeon.
long.
That's right. Alright, so now we're gonna go... Let's go talk to Elone real fast. And who's this strapping bro? Hiriskar Flatfoot. You look like you'd use a friend, Outlander. Perhaps I can be your friend. I'd like you to help me recover some gold. Alright. That's right. See, I had a run of bad luck with playing 9 holes. And lost a bit of money. Normally I'd be fine. We can usually keep some gold in our pockets just from the money the locals pay us for protection. Ah, so you're one of those, huh? One of those types. But I know some of them are holding out on me, especially that little fetcher Fargoth. He's come up light the last couple weeks, and when I've shaken him down, I know he's... Even when I've shaken him down, I know he's stashing it somewhere. I'd like you to find Fargoth's hiding place. I know the little fetcher's got one somewhere in town, just not sure where yet. Already gone through his whole house. I know he's not hiding it there. I'd like you to find out where he's stashing his gold if you can. I'll give you your fair share of the wealth. Are you up to it? Yeah, sure. Excellent. Here. Here's what I want you to do. I'm not sure where he goes. I know he wanders around the town at night. Watch his movements. The best vantage point is on top of the lighthouse south of town. That'll give you a nice view of all of Satanin. If you keep an eye on where he goes, I'm sure you'll be able to figure out where he's hiding that gold. All right. All right, here's Elone. Go ahead, you're not interrupting anything. I'm a lone scout. You need directions to a specific place? Yes, I need directions to Balmora. Balmora is the district seat of House Lalu. Then the largest settlement on Vardendel after Vivek City. Good roads lead north from here to Balmora, passing through Pelagiad, Pelagiad Village, Fort Pelagiad and Pelagiad Village. From Balmora, roads lead north to Aldrune through the town of Caldera. Maybe I'd better write down the directions to Balmora for you. It's a long walk and a little confusing. Cool. Well, thanks for that. I think I might take the long scenic route. I might not take the Salt Strider. We may just go the fun way.
To what do I owe the pleasure, Dunmer?
Though we'll see. I may not because of the stuff I'll get in the cave. Alright, so let's put on our Curious. So we got us a nice, come on, where's our tab? There it is, our nice Netch Leather Curious.
Let's hear it.
And it's from the slave, I think that's a slave hunter's tower over there. Which we're going, I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna be an abolitionist. Just cause we're a greedy, backstabbing person, but slavery's pretty shit. We're not gonna put up with that. We're gonna do what we can to help the slaves in Morrowind, I think. We are an imperial-born Dunmer. We weren't raised here. So, we probably have imperial values to some degree. And slavery is just not cool, so we're not gonna participate in that. I'm not playing an evil character this run. I'm playing a morally malleable character, especially when it comes to law and property, and you know, killing people. They're an assassin, but they're a principled assassin. So this is Adamasartus. Let's go. This is like a little cove area. This is a good spot to get some experience and money early on. There's not a whole lot of experience here. You probably won't level up, but... So this is Morrowind combat. It's not quite as refined as you're used to with Oblivion and Skyrim. It's just like RNG stuff. However... I really hope I turned that off. Yes, good. I did. Okay. I was worried I forgot to turn off the nudity. It's like, am I gonna have to end the stream early? But I did. I did turn it off. Okay, cool. Sure, we'll pick it up. Alright, we're gonna... So I've got a toggleable sneak. Normally the sneak in this game is not toggleable, and that's really annoying. But it is in this, so the script patch, I believe, is what puts that in there. So I need to put on my new boots. I like these clothes, but I picked those clothes because I like them better than my starter clothes. There's a guy down here. He's gonna see me really fast. Step 5. I don't think I've saved yet, so let's get that done. Ooh, he hasn't seen me yet. That might kill me. Nope, not quite. Ouch. Oh. Yes, I have a really bad weapon. A very, very bad weapon. So that guy is a little annoying because he puts a... Yeah, he does that. Which is a thing that makes you much more weak to damage. So if we can get him to waste all his magicka doing that... just dodging out of the way of his attacks. Of course, this lady back here is going to use... Those throwing stars are really useful. Yeah, he's out. Cool. But she's probably going to throw them all away before we can get to her. yellow bar in the bottom left is his health. There, she's out of ammo, so we didn't get her cool throwing stars. Oh well. Those are kind of rare. I don't see those very often. So she's one of the really early, easy ways to get those. But we got our level up on short blade. I like this robe a lot. I usually take that. Yeah, I'll take her thieves tools. I'll put on that bracer for now. It's just more armor. Alright, gold. That's valuable. Sell it. Sheen. Restore personality. Net Shredder Gauntlet. That's what we're looking for. I don't want to wear Heighten. So, but it is a left gauntlet, so we'll go ahead and wear it for now. I already replaced that. That didn't take long. Alright, what's in this one? Chitin, Restore Endurance. Rats, meat. Always a delight, a delicacy. And we got a soul trap. Scroll, useful. And we'll take the gauntlet as well. Okay. Oh. Okay, cool. There's another copy of the key that we already picked up. This is the slave key. We can release the slave, so I think we'll come back later. There's another key. I didn't know that was. I think I might have known that was there. I don't remember. Steel club. Not worth the wait. The gold. My mouse sensitivity is stupid high. Moon sugar. Okay, this is why we wanted to just take the Soul Strider, I think, because Moon Sugar, if you have that on you, nobody will buy from you because it's contraband, except very specific merchants, and there's one in Balmora that we can go to immediately and get rid of it. So the Moon Sugar and the Skooma are the two things that are very, very contraband. As anybody who's played Elder Scrolls probably knows about Skooma. So there's that. Alright, let's go down here. Oh, first let's go this way. There's something to get down here. I think, oh yeah, there's a saber down here, which is really nice early game long blade. So we'll go get that. Since we have long blade skill. I believe there's a chest up here we can unlock as well, if I remember right. Yes. Okay, I didn't even unlock it. Another soul trap, scroll, and some gold. Cool. We've pretty much dealt with all the baddies in here. There's one more rat that we gotta kill. There's a few like goodies in the back area there, kind of well hidden that we can get. But I've played this a few times, so I know where all the good stuff is. There's a magic ring in here. It's kind of a crummy one, but it's still, you know, magic ring's a magic ring. And then there's a potion in the water down here, a levitation potion. So levitate is a really cool spell. It's not in Oblivion, because the way they had in Skyrim, the way they had the dungeons designed in Oblivion and Skyrim, usually they have a way it loops around back to the entrance. So you'll come out you fight the boss of the dungeon, then you'll drop down back into like the starting area, and it's easy the way to get out. So they basically removed levitate. Because you could exploit and just skip the whole dungeon if you had levitate. Basically the way the dungeons are designed, they don't let you do that. But it's a really neat spell in this game, and it was in the earlier Daggerfall as well. I don't know if it was in Arena. Arena's really, really rough, but yeah, there's the levitate potion. So you can fly in this game, which is pretty sweet. Alright. So there's some goodies right over here. Come on. Stairs, the bane of all video game care. Oh, he already sees me. Okay, so I want the Netch Leather Pauldron. I want these gold coins. And there's the ring. It's pretty well hidden. However, it's not as hard to find as it used to be. When this game came out, you know, it didn't have these kinds of resolutions. So it's a little bit easier to see than it used to be. But it's still pretty well hidden. In 640 by 480 resolution, it'd be almost impossible to see. I remember hunting for that thing for like 5 minutes before I could, you know, finally figure out where it was. Alright, so we got Netch Leather Pauldrons. I'm gonna go for a full, eventually a boiled Netch Leather set. I love the boiled Netch Leather look. It's really cool looking armor. The chitin armor is pretty cool too, but I don't know. The helmet's cool. I'm not huge on the rest of it though. It's okay looking armor. Alright, so we can go free these slaves. We'll have to see. So normally you just free the slaves and it counts as your slave freeing, but this time in this mod you can actually have them follow you to the abolitionists.
You have questions?
So let's see. You'll go free. Yes, unlock the bracers. Let's guide us to safety. Stay here for now. I'm not gonna take you yet. This is your cave for the moment. You guys use the supplies here, lay low. I'll come back with you when it's safe. But I'm gonna unlock your bracers, and just stay here for now.
Yes, honored guest.
Go free, unlock the bracers, and stay here for now. All right, guys.
Blessed we are.
Hang out in this cave. I'll come back for you when the time is right. Just lay low. Don't let anybody find you here. Alright. So we're going to leave them there for now. We may come back later for them. Alright. The Bitter Coast region. Okay. Let's take the Silt Strider. We also get a discount because we talked to Vodunius Nucius, or whatever his name was. And this is Darvalme, I think that's how you said it. Let's see, is it Hilaran? Yep, Darvalme, Hilaran. I've got a good memory. Yeah, I did, was sent by Vodunius Nucius. Oh yes, he steers business my way. I do him a little favor every now and then. Poor fellow. I don't think he's very happy here in Morrowind. Interesting. Alright, well, let's go to Balmora. That's a little minor quest. It's not worth doing because basically there's no point. You buy a cursed item off the guy that doesn't do anything, and you basically can't sell it for what you pay for it. So it's essentially a worthless quest. But he's basically like, yeah, I've got this amulet and it's cursed, and I need to sell it so I can get a ticket out of this place. So it's not worth doing. If you're really charitable, it's basically RP for charitable characters, I think. So there's a lot of cool RP opportunities like that, which is pretty cool. But we're not the charitable type. We're the greedy, stealth, sneaky criminal type. Here, right, Revere. Revere will buy our moon sugar. Revere knows why you're here. Do you want to buy Revere's famous Daedric weapons? What? You say these are not the Daedric weapons? No, you are right. But Revere is no liar. When you wish it, Revere's fiend, demon, and devil weapons will be as sharp as Daedric and as light as Netch Ersak. Their magic lasts only a short time, but long enough to punch through the toughest armor. Revere buys them direct from Teldani. You'll not find any cheaper in all Balmora. Alright. Let's First, let's do a little speechcraft. It's gonna be. Alright, now he really likes me. Ho, 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 ho. Let's see here. We'll sell that to the armor guy. We need to focus on getting this contraband out of here. So we'll try to sell it for 325. See if he'll buy it from us for that. Yes, he will. Awesome. And Skooma 1. And I'll get a Demon Tonto from you. And Skooma 2. What else can I buy off of you that's... Oh, I want to buy the Boiled Nutch Leather Helm. I want to buy Nutch Leather Greaves. Let's buy a bow, chitin short bow. Some arrows. Alright, now we're getting closer. Okay, and a silver dagger? Alright, we'll sell it. That's fine. That'll work. I lost a little money, but whatever. I got a pretty good deal there. Alright, let's go talk to Meldor. So I used to have Tamriel Rebirth on here, but it's a lot. I mostly had it for the house mods, but I've got some house mods. I don't have them installed. I'm gonna have to install them between streams, but I have some plain house mods. I don't do real Tamriel Reborn. It's a really cool mod, but it conflicts with a lot of stuff, and I just didn't want to deal with it. So we're not gonna do it. It's Tamriel Reborn or Morrowind Reborn or Morrowind Rebirth. It's one of those. It's the one that alters Vardenfell. I do have the one installed that adds the mainland of Morrowind. All right, Meldor, agreed. I'll buy from you. I was trying to talk to my audience, my non-existent audience. I'm just talking to thin air, but you know I'm having fun, so what does it matter? All right, that's good. We'll do that. Barter. Okay, now I need to sell these other set of boots. Sell this chitin. Oh, I wanted to buy that. Oh well, I need to buy that. I can buy it from him. Let's see. We've got a right. We need a left gauntlet. One. Does he have any other Boiled Netch that we can buy? He's got a Boiled Netch Cuirass. Get that. I think that'll do us. And we'll sell him the chitin left gauntlet. Try for 9. Cool. All right, let's put on our Boiled Nutch leather and we're not putting on our helm right now because we're in town. We're not doing any thieving, so we don't need to have a mask on. I will sell you that cloth bracer though. Alright. Sell those two. Oh, I don't have a weapon dealer over here anymore. It's part of Tamriel or Morrowind Rebirth. I did get the sewer mod though, so there's the Balmora sewers, which are really fun. So, we're supposed to go talk to Caius Cosades. We're supposed to ask at the South Wall Corner Club about where he is. So there's the sewer entrance. So the South Wall Corner Club's over here. This is the Thieves Guild hideout as well. Scatilled.
Don't press your luck.
Soddled?
You're on your honor.
Soddled is how you say that. I think. Soddled? Yeah. Alright, welcome to Amora, council seat of House Lalu. How may I serve you? background. That's right, yeah, that's the mod thing. My trade. I'm a pawnbroker. I buy your goods, giving you cash over the counter, and if at a later date you wish to recover some of your goods, you only need to pay me what they're worth, with a small profit, of course, for my time and trouble. I also sell things, sometimes used and worn, sometimes almost new, and all for a fraction of what they'd cost if you purchased elsewhere. Interesting. All right. Let's barter. Oh no, I don't want to barter. I need to talk to you. Where's Caius Crusades? That old sugar tooth? I'm not sure where he's living now, but Bacola Clausius will know. The owner will know. Alright, let's go talk to him. Bacola Closius. Good day, I'm Bacola Closius, publican of the South Wall here in Balmora. We rent beds and have a limited selection of goods for barter. If you're new here, I can also tell you where to look for services or a specific place nearby. If you're looking for someone in particular, I may be able to help. Alright. Let's see. Oh yeah, Caius Crusades. Old Caius rents a little bed and basket just up the hill on the north edge of town. Go out the front door, not the upper door on the terrace. Then right up the stairs, then left at the top of the stairs, and down to the end of the street. Alright, let's go. Get a save going. A stable save. Dralcia Arethi.
Yes, Outlander?
Let's just practice our speechcraft a little bit on her. My trade. I'm a commoner. I do whatever needs doing. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, cool. And here's old Caius.
Go ahead, stranger.
What? Yes, I'm Caius Crusades. What do you mean? You were told to report to Caius Crusades. What are you talking about? So you say your name is Nervisa, and you've been told to report to me and deliver a package. Perhaps you'll let me look at it? Sure. Yes, very interesting. So it says here the Emperor wants me to make you a novice in the Blades. That means you'll be following my orders. Are you ready to follow my orders, Nervisa? Yes. Good. Welcome to the service, Novice Nervisa. You now belong to the Blades, or the Emperor's eyes and ears in the provinces. You can use my bed if you need to rest, but leave my personal stuff alone unless I say otherwise. If you like, you can improve your modest skills with our Blades trainers now, or if you're in a hurry, I can give you orders right away, but don't forget to visit the Blades trainers. Alright, well, what are my orders? First thing, Pilgrim, you're new, and you look it. Here's 200 drakes. Get yourself a decent weapon or armor and a spell, and a second thing. You need to cover identity. Around here, freelance adventurer is a common profession. Sign on with the Fighters Guild, Mages Guild, Imperial Cult, or Imperial Legion. Advance in the ranks, gain skill and experience, or go out on your own and look for freelance work, or trouble. Then when you're ready, come back, and I'll have orders for you. What are the Blades? I can't ask that yet. Alright, what's up with the Fighters Guild? So anybody who's familiar with Elder Scrolls knows about the Fighters Guild and all this stuff, but we'll go ahead and review. The Fighters Guild is a professional organization chartered by the Emperor, to regulate the hiring and training of mercenaries. So it's a mercenaries guild. Training, goods, and services are cheaper for members, and the guild stewards know where to find work. You'll have to start your service with Edis Fireeye, the Balmora Guild Steward. She's new, and I don't know her well. Perseus Mercius, the Alderaan Guild Steward, I know and trust, but he only handles higher rankings assignments. I love these Roman names. Perseus Mercius. Alright. What about the Mages Guild? It's a guild for the arcane arts, and it's where you go to find wizards for hire. Training, goods, and services are cheaper for members, and the guild stewards know where to find work. If you want to be a wizard, join and work your way up the ranks. The Mages Guild here is a better bet than the Fighters Guild. Rhaenys Arthas, the guild steward, is the guild steward. So talk to her if you want to join up. She's got a chip on her shoulder, but her apprentice, Ajira, seems okay for a Khajiit. Alright, what about the Imperial Cult? The Imperial Cult worships the 9 divines, the Aedra, Akatosh, Dibella, Akatosh, Dibella, Arche, Zenithar, Mara, Stindar, Kinnereth, and Julianos, and of course Tiber Septim. Founder and patron of the Empire. In Morrowind, it's partly maintaining the faith for outsiders. Morrowind is partly maintaining the faith for outlanders like us, and partly a missionary cult, bringing the Enlightenment to the heathen Dunmer. You can see, oh, good old imperialism. You can see Samutis Vunis, Samutis Vunis at Fort Moonmoth to join. But you have to go to Ebonheart if you want to become a lay servant. Okay. Imperial Legion. The Imperial Legion has several fort garrisons here in Vardenfell. The lower ranks handle law enforcement, escorts, rescues, dangerous predators, diseased and blighted beasts, and so forth. Only one fort accepts recruits, Fort Darius in Nessus. Nessus is a frontier outpost, isolated, a little rough, but good experience. If you're interested, see General Darius in Nessus. Alright, what about just freelance work? You can always just wander around and ask for work. Hunt monsters and sell their hides, collect ingredients for alchemists, prey on bandits and smugglers, search ruins for loot. All you need are better skills and conditioning and knowledge of Morrowind. And spend what you spend what you earn on equipment and training, then come back a little less wet behind the ears. I won't have to worry so much about sending you out when I send you on a mission. Alright. Should have background. Kaisko say, yeah, blades. Here's what we want. Alright. I'm the Imperial Spy Master for Morrowind, and since I'm the ranking Blades agent in Morrowind, you report to me. You follow my orders, and we'll get along just fine. Alright, Blades. We're spies. We're the Emperor's hidden eyes and ears in the provinces. So the Blades are a little different. Yeah, they're still the same. This is kind of a different. They're more like Skyrim Blades in this one. So in Oblivion, the Blades are in their home province, and they're more like a guard faction. Of course, they do a little spying around. Like you remember, Boris in Oblivion did some spying. But mainly in the provinces, the Blades are spies. So in Skyrim and in Skyrim, they're disbanded, and they're trying to restart because they were tied to the Septim Dynasty, and the Septim Dynasty is gone by Skyrim's timeline. But in Morrowind and in Daggerfall, they are spies for the Empire. Alright, so we're spies. We're the Emperor's hidden eyes and ears in the provinces. We watch the Emperor's enemies, we look for opportunities, we make reports, and when the Emperor commands, we obey. But we're only one of the many guilds and factions in Morrowind. You should know a little bit about Morrowind politics before you get involved in any of those other groups. What are the other guilds and factions? So this is a list of all of them that we can join, with the exception of the Slave Hunters and the Twin Lamps, because they're modded. I don't know if he can talk about the Slave Hunters, maybe the Twin Lamps as well. I don't see it though. Alright. Groups favoring the Imperial interests are the Blades, the Imperial Cult, the Imperial Legion, the Fighters Guild, Mages Guild, and Thieves Guild. Groups favoring native Dunmer interests are House Redoran, House Halalu, House Telvanni, the Temple, the Morag Tong, and the Kimona Tong. Of course, the Ashlanders. So we haven't talked about the Thieves Guild. That's probably what we're going to join initially. In the rest of the Empire, the Thieves Guild is a more or less organized group of local criminal syndicates governing illegal trade in their communities. Here in Morrowind, the Thieves Guild is the newcomer. The established local crime lords called the Kimona Tong. The established local crime lords are called the Kimona Tong. The Thieves Guild doesn't advertise, partly to avoid the law and partly to avoid the Kimona Tong, who sworn to destroy the upstart Thieves Guild. Sugarlip Sabasi over at the Southwall Corner Club is the local guild boss. So the Kimona Tong is basically the Yakuza for the Dunmer. They're super xenophobic, organized crime group. They hate all outsiders, like with a passion. You can't join the Kimona Tong. They won't let you. And especially if you're a Dunmer, because you're not a native Dunmer. They hate Outlander Dunmer more than anybody. So yeah, no Kimona Tong for us. So we'll ask them about the Kimona Tong. The Kimona Tong is Morrowind's native criminal syndicate. They're rough and ruthless and have connections in the higher ranks of House Lalu and the higher ranks of House Lalu. The Kimona Tong compete directly with the Thieves Guild for control of illegal trade, and the Kimona Tong will not tolerate competition. Compared with the Kimona Tong, the Thieves Guild is relatively decent and honorable. Certainly less brutal. They don't accept Outlanders as members. Forget about it. Alright, let's, what about the Great Houses? House Redoran. House Redoran is one of the 3 Dunmer Great Houses on Vardenfell. So there's 5 houses total. 6 houses, technically, but the 6th house has been disbanded. It's been disbanded for thousands of years. But there's 5 houses. 3 of them are playable in base Morrowind. I think the other 2 are playable with Tamriel rebuilt, which is the one with the mainland. I might be wrong on that. But there's House Redoran, which are like the samurai, essentially. They are the super honorable warrior house. That's very traditional. They have they're very like they don't use subtlety. They're very up in your face. Warriors. And then there's House Lalu, which is the trade house. They're the ones that are most cozy with the Empire. They're all about they're the stealthy house. I'm not going to join the Great House on this run because it's honestly kind of, I don't know, it makes the main quest a little bit easier, but I kind of want to do all of the main quest, legitimately. So we're not going to join a Great House. At least not in the main game. We may join one of may join House Drez or something, maybe. But House Drez is also a little outside of our role play for this character. There's House Tilvani, which is the wizard house, and they're like more hardcore wizards, unlike Mage's Guild. They're very elitist and isolationist, and they're pretty cool. Just like aesthetically, and just they're not cool people. They're pretty shitty people, to be honest. But they're a cool faction for a video game. So yeah, House Redoran. House Redoran is one of the Dunmer Great Houses on Vardenfell. A very serious and honorable bunch. It's difficult for an Outlander to join and rise in their ranks, but the Great Houses are where the power lies in Morrowind. Talk to Redoran counselors if you want to be a Redoran retainer. Alright, then House Lalu. House Lalu is one of the 3 Dunmer Great Houses of Vardenfell. They're loyal supporters of the Empire, open-minded in religious and cultural matters, and greedy and ambitious in the best Imperial tradition. Excuse me. It's difficult to rise in their ranks as an Outlander, but the Great Houses hold the power in Morrowind. Talk to Halalu counselors if you want to become a Halalu retainer. And then House Tilvani. House Tilvani is one of the three Dunmer Great Houses in Vardenfell. Their nobles are 1,000-year-old wizards. Tilvani are supposed to hate politics, foreigners, and just about everything else. But the Vardenfell Tilvani are apparently more ambitious and adventurous than most. I don't know much about them, but they do hire Western mercenaries, and some even rise to higher ranks. Talk to Telvanni counselors if you want to become a Telvanni retainer. And so this is the one we're going to join, most likely, the Morag Tong. Because I've never done a Morag Tong playthrough, and they're pretty fun. But let's do the temple. The Tribunal Temple is the native religion. They worship 3 god kings, Amalexia, Sothasil, and Vivek, who are known together as the Tribunal. We usually just call it the Temple. They're narrow-minded and superstitious, but I find a lot to admire, particularly their concern for the poor. They accept Outlanders as they accept Outlanders as members, but a few Outlanders join, except for the services. Talk to Feldrello Sadri at the Balmora Temple if you're thinking about joining. And then the Morag Tong. The Morag Tong is a guild of executioners and assassins, completely legal, and guided by a strict code of conduct. It's an ancient Dunmer society, steeped in tradition, but I know and respect a few Westerners who belong to the Morag Tong. They're nothing like the Dark Brotherhood. I have no idea how to join them. So yeah, Morag Tong is more good than the Dark Brotherhood. Dark Brotherhood are just evil motherfuckers that worship murder. The Morag Tong worship Mephala, the Spider Daedra, and they're all about like carrying out honorable executions to keep, basically political assassinations. And are all basically, they get a writ of execution, and they can basically, outside of Vardenfell and outside of Morrowind, they're still gonna get arrested and put in jail if they're caught. But in Morrowind, you basically can get away with murder, as long as you have a writ saying this person was marked by the Morag Tong. All right. Then there's the Ashlanders. I don't know much about the Ashlanders. People say they're murderous savages, but most people are idiots. I know they hate their settled Dunmer cousins almost as much as they hate Westerners. They must be tough to live. They must be tough to live in the Ashlands. I don't think Outlanders can become members of the tribes. I don't know why anybody would want to, but that's something for later in the story. Alright, well thanks Caius. I'm going to ask about the blade trainers real fast. We're just going to click on these, we're not going to read them. So there's trainers around that we can talk to. Alright, so now we have them all in our journal and we can talk to them as we see fit. So first, I think we're going to go join the Thieves Guild. I like the boiled netch leather. It's pretty cool looking armor. I don't have my greaves on. So I've got partially just basic netch leather and partially boiled netch leather. I want to get a full set of boiled netch leather though at some point.
You like to walk a fine line, don't you?
Sugarlip Sabasi. Are you looking for me? You want to join the Thieves Guild? You look like you might have some skill. Do you want to join? Maybe you want to know what we're all about. Here are the rules. Just remember, there is honor among thieves. Do not steal from a brother thief. Everyone else is a mark. Do not attack a brother thief. Do what you will to everyone else. If you have a price on your head, we have ways of taking care of it. If you break these rules, you must speak to one of the masterminds here in Morrowind to regain your good standing. Do you think you can handle this? Yes. You are now Toad in Thieves Guild. Welcome, Sister Nervisa. Talk to me when you want some odd jobs to do and when you think you're ready for advancement. If you have a price on your head, there are those you can talk to as well. Alright. Let's get some jobs. A good friend of Hibasi wants a diamond. Nalkalia the alchemist has diamonds. A friend wants a diamond from Hibasi. Nakalara of Whitehaven had diamonds last time Hibasi sniffed out her store. Bring Hibasi a diamond. Sure.
What Khajiit do for you?
My sugar is yours, friend. That's what they say when they like you. All the NPCs have different dialogues for like different dispositions. What time is it? 8 p.m. So we're likely gonna have to break in at the top of the store.
Don't stand about. Get moving.
Let's practice our speechcraft.
Quickly, Outlander.
Here's the Fighter's Guild and the Mage's Guild. This is the bookstore. Nakalara up here. And she's got somebody at the top of the house that's, you know, you have to look out for. I don't think we have a lockpick good enough to break in, though. We're gonna have to wait till morning. Nope, she's still open. Oh, really? Interesting. Oh, shit. What did I pick up? Forget it's E that jumps, not, there we go. Yep, I'm hidden. So he must be from the mod. It makes this quest a little bit harder. First Thieves Guild quest done. That was easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. There's an orc over there. Hello, Mr. Orc.
Say your
Shargam Groshagdolg. acrobatics as I remember here.
What is this about?
What Khajiit do for you?
Have you found the diamond for Habasi? You have a diamond for Habasi? Yes, here it is. Yes, a diamond. Habasi will take care of everything. Habasi cannot pay you until Habasi's friend pay Habasi. But Habasi has his potion to give you. Thanks. Advancement. Congratulations, Nerevisa. You are now Nerevisa the Wet Ear. Jobs. Habasi wants key to Narana Manor. Habasi wants the key to Narana Manor. Downstairs manor is really locked, but Habasi wants to go upstairs secretly. Who has the key? Andres Norano has key. Habasi thinks Arando's servant Sovor Trindle at the council club has key as well. It's easier to get the one from Andres. I'm gonna get that one. Besides, I think you need Silver Trindle later on for something else, and the only way to really get it off him is to taunt him until he fights you, because it's really just too many people in there to pickpocket. So the best place for the pickpocket is Andres Norano. I'll have to take off much of my gear though, because an interesting thing about Morrowind that I didn't know when I first started playing this game, which is why I haven't done very many stealth builds, is, for one, fatigue, your green bar at the bottom of the screen, right down there, is important for anything you do in this game. Any skill checks take fatigue, so you want to have a full fatigue. Also, your encumbrance. So if you have a ton of weight, your stealth goes down. So I was always, really high weight, and I wondered why I couldn't sneak anywhere, and that's why. So in order to pickpocket, you want to drop all your stuff. You also want to take your boots off. Barefoot also increases your sneak. So there's lots of little things you can do in this game that are not really explained, but you can increase your chances with stealth characters. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into Nerano Manor. This is the guy I'm supposed to steal from, but he has a guard. Or he doesn't. Ooh, that was also from the mod. My gosh. Oh, I hate Tamriel Road builds so much. They make things so much harder for no reason. All the rebalance stuff in that mod is why I took it out, pretty much. That, and it has a lot of world stuff that conflicts with other things, but man, there's no need to nerf. This game is hard enough. You don't need to nerf it, seriously. Alright, so I'm going to drop some stuff up here. Just so I'll come pick it up again once I'm done. I just need to clear out my weight so I'm not way down. I'm just going to keep those diamonds, because they are stolen. I don't want to get a bounty for picking them up because they're stolen items. I need to be using my Demon Tonto, not my dagger. Demon Tonto is much better weapon. Our boots, and our greaves, and we'll leave our gloves on because that's RP. We'll take our pauldrons off though, and I think 27 should be pretty good. All right. he still sees me. Let's drop a few more things. Now we're down to 15. Also, my sneak skill just needs to improve too. That's part of it. Yeah, this is better. So we can get the rest of his stuff.
Wretched.
Nope, couldn't. Worth a shot, but I got greedy. This is all modded creatures. I don't actually have that mod installed, so we won't be seeing any of those, even though they're on the loading screen. Now that we have the key, see if he's got any books worth stealing. It's worth 50. All right. So the next quest is going to take us down to Hala Ode. Thieves Guild is really good for making money early game too. Lots of stuff to sell. Oops, somebody fall in the water? They did. Oh well, I'll figure that out later. It's a different command in Morrowind.
Speak up!
Hello. I don't know if I can help you, but I'll try.
Alright, Sugarlip Sabasi. Did you get the key to Narana Manor for Habasi? You have key for Habasi? Yes, here it is. Yes, Habasi likes this key very, very much. Habasi pays you well for this key. Jobs. Razid, no good friend of Habasi, stole Dwemer artifacts from Guild. Go to Fat Legs Drop-Off in Laud. If Razid won't give you Dwemer artifacts, find them, and return them to Habasi. You must bring Habasi a Dwemer goblet, a Dwemer bowl, and a Dwemer tube. Where's Laud? Laud is backwater town, a fisherman southwest of Almora. You follow Old Trail down the River Odai to get there. Alright. Well, let's go.
From where do you hail?
Your mom is where I hail. Oh, snap. Alright. I need to sell some stuff. We'll need to, well, we'll just hang on the elements. Screw it. We'll do a little RP cheese. Pretend we went inside or something. Because I can't be bothered.
What do you want?
I want you to get out of my way. Alright, let's go sell these stolen books if we can. I'm not sure if we can or not, but we're gonna make an attempt either way. Barter. Try something. Alright, we should get 5 points of personality when we level up. That's good. Alright, perfect. I gotta figure out where I'm gonna sell these diamonds. There's a pawnbroker around here that I can sell to. That may take him. I can't sell them back to the alchemist because they're hers, and she'll get a little cross with me if I attempt that. Oof. She's a hard sell, but the funny thing is we can just keep doing this all day long if we want. That might be as close as we get. I don't think we're getting better than that. She's too... She does not like us. Let's see if we can get 115 for it. Yeah, she really doesn't like us very much. No. Okay, whatever. Really? Yo, bitch. Okay, let's go to Halaud. How long have I been streaming? What time is it? I can't tell. I don't know how long I be streaming. I should probably have set a clock or something before I started off, but we'll do a shorter stream tonight. I'm a little tired. It is my first one and nobody's showing up yet, so I probably need to do a little advertising. Hopefully I'll have somebody view this at some point on YouTube. Someday it might happen. But I'll have to go and do some little editing before I go to bed. We don't want to go this way. This is the wrong way, I think. I want to go, yeah, I want to go this way. Okay. Alright, we'll walk. No, we won't walk. It's too slow, too slow. Got our Demon Tonto. This thing's super useful because you can turn it into a Daedric weapon temporarily and just wreck all kinds of stuff. I'm gonna grab these just in case we do some. I might do the Mage's Guild, at least the first part of it, because they give you a really, really, really good short blade called Soul Drinker, and it's good stuff. It's a Daedric short blade with Soul Trap on it, so you can do some enchantments. Over there, that's part of a Fighters Guild quest. However, unlike the later Elder Scrolls games, Morrowind actually has... you can actually lock yourself out of guilds if you join the wrong one. So Fighters Guild and Thieves Guild are exclusive. You can't join vice versa. So Fighters Guild, if you do a certain quest in the Fighters Guild, you get locked out of the Thieves Guild, and vice versa. So... Though you might be able to join the Thieves Guild first, and then like... I can't remember. I'm sure. I forget how it works. Let's see, I think, is there bandits around here? I can't remember. I know there are in Morrowind Comes Alive. I don't have that installed. Bandits in this game are kind of silly. You just basically... They're kind of like bandits in Breath of the Wild. They're like the... You remember in Breath of the Wild, anybody who's playing this, played Zelda Breath of the Wild, they've got, you know, the Yiga tribe. You'll run across like random people on the road when you talk to them. It turns out they're Yiga tribe because they tricked you into talking to them. That's how bandits work in this one. They don't really attack you on sight, but if you talk to them, they'll lock you into dialogue and say, hey, if you don't give me money, I'll fight you. And then if you can give them money or you can fight them. So they're basically a dialogue trap. So you just don't talk to them and you can avoid them. Let's see, this seems wrong. Am I going the right way? Apparently I am. This doesn't look much like Bitter Coast, but that does. That's probably where we need to go. Skybox. Mushroom tree. Yeah, the Bitter Coast is a saltwater marsh on the western coast of Ardenfell. I always get east and west mixed up. That's where we started off. It was in the Bitter Coast region. That's where Satanine was in the Bitter Coast. So this is all modded here. All this stuff. This is the mainland Morrowind. This is all from the Tamriel Rebuilt mod, which is supposed to be a really amazing mod that I've never really played with. But it unlocks the mainland Morrowind, which unlocks a huge amount of games. So this is where the vanilla game takes place. Here and up here. And this is an expansion packed area, and over here is an expansion pack area. But the rest of it, this is all modded. So this is a huge mod. So it'll be fun to explore that. Yeah, this is the Vardenfell, which is the center island of Morrowind. Is where the vanilla game takes place. This is Salthstein. This is also where the Dragonborn DLC takes place for Skyrim. Is up here in Salthstein. But we're down here in the Bitter Coast. The Bitter Coast kind of runs like that. That's the Bitter Coast. This is Red Mountain, which is the bad zone. That's the in-game zone. Down here is Ascadian Isles, which is where Vivek is. This is West Gash here. I think this is This kind of is West Gash and some of that. And this is Mollagammer on the slopes of Red Mountain. This is also Mollagammer. Or here's the Ashlands. And up here, this is all kind of the Ashlands. This is the Nisus area. This is Sheogorath region. The Grayslands. Azurus Coast. And I can't remember what this is. It's a thing though. Yeah, here's Molag Amar up here as well. So those are the various zones of Morrowind. There's different little biomes in Vardenfell that you can explore. But this is the Bitter Coast, the saltwater marsh on the western coast of Morrowind, of Vardenfell rather. There's a squib. So those NPCs we walked by before and didn't talk to, those are egg miners. So in Morrowind, they have these things called the Quama. And the Quama are like these weird worm-looking things that basically are like ants. They're like a hive mind. And they will they'll like dig out a cave and turn it into a colony and just have eggs down there that they hatch into like various Quama subspecies. They have the Quama Queen, then she'll have some warriors, some workers, foragers, and then the squibs, which are like the larval state of the Quama. They haven't hatched yet. This little guy could turn into any of the other Quama types, but he's still pupil or larval or whatever that stage is. But they basically lay eggs. People mine the eggs. Because the Quama eggs, which this is a Quama egg, are like a delicacy, and so they're mined from egg mines, etc., etc. They're harvested from the Quama. There's mushrooms in it, or it's this because the tree. They didn't quite make it to the tree. Whoever designed this area didn't quite get the mushrooms where they're supposed to be. I do need these if we're doing Mage's Guild though, so we'll need Bungler's Bane still. I'm doing a little meta game there, but whatever. There's more squibs. Squibs, I'm not going to fight the squibs because they're not hostile. Let's see, did I go the wrong? Yeah. They're not hostile. That guy's hostile. That's a Nyx Hound, so we're going to have to deal with those in a second. But they're annoying because they do a paralyze on touch when they attack you. So they're not, if you don't want to, they have some like valuable reagents that you can get from them, relatively valuable for this level at least. But it ain't worth it. Of course, fighting 3 Nyx Hounds is also going to be a bit rough at our level, which is why we have a Demon Tonto and a quick save. Let's see if we can sneak up on him. Sneak attack. There's a Quama. That's a Quama forager. They're the smallest little Quama. They're the ones you usually see outside the nests. The others you only usually see inside the nest. You might see workers directly outside, but they don't stray far. The Quama foragers are the ones that go out and find food and stuff for the hive. And they're hostile. All of them are hostile. Well, the workers aren't hostile. The foragers and the warriors are. And the queen is not. Workers are tough if you actually fight them, but until you actually hit them, they're not gonna fuck you. They don't do anything. Or the workers out there. The warriors will fight you on sight, and they're pretty nasty. They're hard to fight at this level. Alright, we're going the wrong way again. Yay swamps and getting turned around. We need to go south. Directly south. Alright. Let's see. Okay, yeah, we're on the right track now. Here's load. Okie dokie. Hala Ode, how only fast travel you can do to get here is by boat, and then have a Silt Strider port.
Anytime now.
Hello, Nerevisa, what brings you here? What's going on in Hala Ode? I enjoy living here. It's not what I thought it would be when I originally moved, but I've grown used to the quiet nature of it. Every now and then again, some traveling merchants come through and try to sell something to the townsfolk, so it's not as dull as it seems. Latest streamers. Ask Fadila Balvel. She knows the latest juicy gossip. Cool. Little secret? There's a trap door in Fat Leg's drop-off with a huge smuggler's den below it. Interesting. Thank you. Good to know. Okay, so this is where we need to go to get this stuff from this guy.
Okay, I'm listening.
And these guys are pretty nasty, if I remember right, to deal with. Razid. Welcome to Halaud, stranger. Khajiit is lucky to see new people all the time. Where are the Dreamer artifacts? Razid. Dreamer artifacts are very interesting to every scholar, including Razid. They can tell you a lot about their owners and makers, which is invaluable information in and of itself. Alright, well let's see if we can clear you up a little bit. It's not gonna make it easy. Come on, give me that. Give me that, give me that, give me that. Almost had it there. I should have probably stopped. There we go. Yeah, that's right. You actually have to. Oof, really? I think that's the one you have to get up. It might be that one. It's hard to say.
I heard something.
Might have to kill all these guys, honestly.
Today will be your
I just want to see what's in there.
Run while you can.
We may have to do this the hard way.
Sweet skooma.
Okay, I'm listening.
Warm sands.
I'm a busy guy, so if you could hurry this up. I can't imagine eating one of those things.
There is much to learn.
That's one ugly outfit.
Oh, you know what? I know what the problem is. Getting there. This always takes forever. So much crap on me. Alright, hopefully. God, look at all that. That's funny how it got stacked.
Warmly greeted, friend. Welcome.
Okay, I'm listening. I wonder if she heard me say that.
There is much to learn.
Not on my watch.
No, thief.
Hold still.
Yep, that's what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to just deal with these guys via a taunt. Unfortunately, so let's go pick up my stuff. So before I do that, in case we have to go back and drop it all again, I don't want to do with that. So we'll make a save here. So much quicker to pick things up than it is to drop them in this game. Alright. I need to sell that edge leather cuirass. Cuirass. Gosh, I cannot remember to say that correctly. Okay. Alright.
Good friend, this is an honor. Sweet moon sugar.
pay for that.
What's this regard?
Yes, sir.
Quickly, Outlander.
Anytime you're ready. Just don't keep me waiting. Okay, I'm listening.
You know what? Actually, I think
Guards!
I have to avoid the guards getting back into Balmora. But I should be able to pay less to get my price off my head. I can't remember if there's a penalty for killing that guy. I think there might be, so I might have to load my game again. I know this camera is really dark. I know. I need to get a light for my desk here, but I look very gothic and spooky, so it's cool for now. I'm gonna get a better setup here in the near future. Let's see, go back up here. I do think there's a penalty for killing that guy, if I remember right. So we may load our game. I don't know if there's any way I can do it without killing him though. So we may just have to take the hit. I don't think she might not pay you if you kill him. I can't remember. But I am an assassin, so it's kind of how I operate. So it is in character to get him to attack me and then use my assassin skills to destroy him. I also need to get an alchemy kit so I can start turning all these reagents I've been picking up into potions. Because it's getting a little ridiculous having to drop all that stuff. Might do that last before I go to bed. Or before I go to bed. I'm not going to bed. Before I end the stream. Since I started really late today in the evening, it is my first stream. And I'm gonna need to get used to doing longer play sessions, but we'll stop here for today. And I'll do some video editing. I'm not centered on the camera anymore, am I? Oop, there we go. Need to avoid guards. I don't want to get seen and told I gotta pay my fine like that one. I'm gonna get seen by him. I can make it to the south wall without being... Stop, citizen! Or stop right there, citizen. It's stop right there, criminal scum. That's what it is. Okay, that's what it is, right? I think so. Stop right there, criminal scum. You've broken the law. Alright, let's see.
Head on. All right.
See what Bossy says about this, killing this guy. Yes. Huh. Well, shit. Apparently she didn't care. Cool. I didn't. Well, I guess I didn't murder him. I taunted him. I think that doesn't count. Like, if you actually like go in there and just slaughter everybody, then it's a problem. But as long as you just like make him attack you, I think it like loopholes it. Because that's how you avoid getting a price on your head too for murder is talk to Fane Riel. We're talking to Fane Riel in Aldrune. It's tongue toad. So we need to find Fane Riel. Alright. Who is this Fane Riel person?
What's your story?
I don't know if they're in the Southwall Club or not.
My
Yep.
prices are the best in town.
I've heard you got a price on your head, Whittier. For a small fee, I can take care of that. Yep, half of what I would pay for my bounty. Well, the word is on the street you got about 170 gold on your head. As you're a Thieves Guild member in good standing, I should be able to fix that for 85 gold. Sound fair to you? Yep. Smart thinking, Whittier. I'll take care of everything. Alright, let's find an alchemy. We need to find an alchemy kit. I probably need to go talk to the high elf I robbed for an alchemy kit.
Well, what is this about?
Hail!
Oh, and I need to get my next quest as well. Advancement. Congratulations, I am now a footpad. Jobs. Raylan Hlalu died recently, but left a bottle of vintage brandy. Vintage brandy is in Hlalu Manor. Bring me the brandy. Bring the brandy to Habasi. Sure.
How do you do?
I will do so. Sugar Lips Habasi.
Lucky day. So let's hear it.
See, they're all talking nicer to me now because I'm getting, you know, every time I do a job with Thieves Guild, the Thieves Guild members like me more. So they're all have their sweet, nice, I like you, friend, dialogue options going now. Let's see. My bra was coming out of my shirt there, so I had to adjust. That's what I was doing. I wasn't doing anything weird. Okay. Here we go. We're gonna have to probably, yeah, we'll wait till, we might be able to get away with waiting till 9. Need to buy, I'm gonna buy a mortar and pedestal, that's all I'm gonna bother with for now. I don't want to carry the rest of it around. Mortar and pestle, rather.
Can we hurry this along?
Let's admire, see if we can get you buttered up a bit. Oh, she's gonna be harder. I can tell already. Come on. Probably just gonna have to settle for getting her around 50%. If I can even get her there now. I'm wasting so much personality I could be having, but that's alright, it should be fine. Oof, 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 ooh, that's probably as close as I'm gonna get. I'm gonna just leave it there. I want a journeyman, I think. Though I don't want to pay for it. Let's get an apprentice for now, that's all we need. And we'll see if we can get a 95 for it. Cool. Alright. Let's make us some potions. Let's see. Hound meat, and hound meat, and a large quama egg will make restore fatigue. Which are good potions to make early on, but I failed. Quama egg. There's some bread in here too. Anything that's food is usually got for restore fatigue on it. Man, I'm failing like crazy. I made one successful potion with all this so far. That's how it goes when you're low level. This game is ruthless at low levels. So you find another Drain Magica. Nope, doesn't have Restore Fatigue on the Ashams. Interesting. So that and Aelid Hide. Alright, that's fine for now. Alright, let's stream one end. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and do my outro. I don't think we got any viewers tonight. That's alright, we're starting out. We'll get there. Alright, let me pull up this. Honestly, I don't remember what my Twitch name is. I forget. Where did I put my Twitch? Shoot, where is it? There it is. Alright, so yeah, you can find me at twitch.tv/Lady Kelgana. That's LadyKelgana. Lady Kelgana. And I'm a trans YouTuber doing gaming. I might do some political content at some point too. I don't know. We'll probably just stick to gaming for now. But yeah, and then I've got a YouTube channel, which is where this will go. So you probably already know this one, but we'll go ahead and plug it anyway. And my YouTube channel, if I can switch over to the right one, is my channel. Here we go. Just search for Lady Kelgana on YouTube. That's a weird name. I need to get a better URL for it. But yeah, Lady Kelgana on YouTube. If you found me, you probably already know I'm here. But I'll just get this video uploaded. So this will be my first video on the channel, and hopefully we'll start getting some streamers or some audience soon. So my future audience, hi, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.